Kennedy Agyapong said Bawumia a coward. Na MPP bre parliamentary seats aka just about 87 seats in a Bawumia. Okokano was Salaga Kennedy unumso or not. North Kennedy Bawumia starting a campaign. Audio be a muba ko target me one Felix Jemfi. Na be some troll long Facebook post the reply no. Ba me reply me be video ni na esua de. Bawumia say o ka kire President Akufo-Addo meet bi man nkrofo bi wo say enka uncontested 2026 primaries no. Can MPP primaries uncontested bio. Na BBC then the see ntia fe na all contest no. Me de ni na bro on the critical analysis channel. Mesro say obe subscribe ama mo subscribe no click bell notification no me the video bi atuma obehu na watimi ahwe be ya comment in the comment section no we are no akọ app any Play Store I wanna pan rate eho abetimi ya download it now the dijuma wa kwa house no just go to the description tab no and I say the pin comment no once am the link na aka ho na afedi uduma eno ene beboa. First off yenko Salaga yera Kennedy Agyapong kopie Salaga na o kasa no share no for in fact videos no Kofu tudi nechi any idea by na me see videos here because I wanted to do a proper analysis for you. Na Kofu tudi nechi and you don't tudi nechi pa. O kasa no say from 1992 we MPP party no obie ni wa kwama party no e di ne sika she MPP meso no Kennedy Agyapong. And o san de Bawumia de no eso so ni o kan yankasa eni.
E di mesrem me the way I see do MPP enya dia maye bibia de tia MPP. They're charging me treason because of MPP. I will never do anything to destroy MPP. Now, from 1992, when was say body and soul or didn't sika na who den nim dear abua MPP party Kennedy Agyapong. Na me kure we are na mako akose no ana. Ye party ti mesramo obi obeba bia wantini anka adwuma ho asem na obeka Kennedy Agyapong onye presidential material onye say no let me tell you we need bold men ye hia kukudrofo NDC for etutura asem no wanya obi anani edin na wantini anko face NDC for ye besa ko opposition the mesra munya kukudrofo until say ye be kai the last constituency say me ye presidential candidate I will never accept defeat. I will never accept defeat until the electoral commissioner comes out to declare. I will not make case so I will never accept defeat. Ekuna ye kono ehia bema a wo mu beta yachi enye sa wo de ye boy ya na mu dimirika ne mu adwane no makosi segu no enye sa am ye election in Africa to vote for a bold man.
Yes, this is not the first time Amatis Amanfo makes a proclamation. What I want to say is that I struggle to see the correlation. And then I'm saying comment in the Mimisyande. If it's not an ignorant comment, I learned from it. How does a presidential candidate concede an election a clear? In fact, Osha 2016 election MPP, a former NSA guy, a build a system as at 10 p.m. MPP win election 2016. No money win election. In fact, they called the election. You can't call election at the Sunday multimedia. You can reporters in India. You can call say we can call that. You declare. Let me declare. The declaration is for easy, but you can call say based on the provisional data. One day, audience NPP and NDC winning. The NPP called the election. The same thing the NDC did in 2024 because they had a superior technology. Polling station. I want to ultra picture. Now they are two WhatsApp on my upload system so automatically picks their figures. NDC had it perfectly. Later, but this MPP system they crash any idea. Bawumia declare and answer or concede defeat. No, sorry. 16 hours after polls, no, I you know say to despite everything, no, me who any issue with it. Rather, the 2024 election, no, because of the peculiar nature that election presented, no, the Bawumia here and moment it was peaceful. Why? There were about 9 constituencies. It was hanging. Only see at Twabani international because MPP had 38%. Oh my, 38%. The certified EC results, no, MPP had 41%. 31 year. The Germans announced later because outstanding 9 constituencies, you know. You see? So that is that. My mentor said, Menya mama na nka production. I just came in 41%. My mentor said, Menya ede amamwa. So that is exactly what happened. So because of that dicey and, you know, unpredictability when it comes to the electoral commission now, na say omo yesa ade no. And what Bawumia did, the Joshua, even President Mahama, a bra why na swearing in no, utie ni speech na obo Bawumia baso.
Wishes to His Excellency the former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. It was a grueling campaign and we gave it our all. Your sportsmanship in making an early concession eased tensions and contributed to the early conclusion of the electoral contest. I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Yes. Obo Bawumia baso for that singular act na Bawumia and then President Mahama knows why he did that. Sabe President Mahama minimum election munchen no. Sabe President Mahama bra wabo election mu no use to win experience minibi. But the president on the day of the swearing in found it sensible to applaud Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for Saturday. Why? Because now election, not tension will crum. There was tension. So, for me, I feel say the MPP should rather celebrate that gesture by Bawumia. You may not like the man. As I'm in a polar domotre. Me say, put time will be there once a man. But don't hate his politics. Menyan this ni be say bin ketia, me ye ni fu soldier. Oya de boni ameka, but I have more affinity to defend him than anybody else. Sana me metie, o mpeni panas me no ni ewu problem. Kennedy Agyapong, I am his full soldier, me share na the same kejas me share na da. But have na fit but oye bibi na nya esa me kabat, me fa time e meka asema. There's no empirical data. I mean, constituency results be a closer. What is the bearing of that presidential concession speech on the parliamentary seat? Moreover, most of the issues went to court. Ebu NDC vindicate here. Ebu MPP vindicate here. So what's the issue? I don't see why people are trying to flog that matter. I feel it's not scientific. It's subjective. I don't see any bearing unless someone can really educate me and establish how does someone conceding defeat mean that parliamentary candidate our coalition center ya to constituency aba enu teacher say ja okofi na akoda menti ase say we no expect it. That is the issue. They didn't expect that magnitude of defeat. Even if they knew they will be defeated, they didn't expect that magnitude of defeat, and therefore everyone e can be say that ya both from sane ko see ni abon fin from sane ko see entenye obi na obi concession na ebe mu akofie da bi you reckon a project right can't change anything about that because they rather put there be amika say bi kotie tatuchi kata interview TV my answer dey be amepese video na ma me ya minya and sometimes I reference it because e be minya but e be wo benya and it's a good learning because my channel I won't pretend or quote things I don't know. That's why I give you a lot of information way metie way. That's who I am because me share na be Chacho confessed to Alfredo Kansi say that singular speech Akufo-Addo made 2013 was one of the reasons why Akufo-Addo won 2016 elections. Say time they say Akufo-Addo a belligerent or you true ni any a true force and man between them venture. But a conceding election defeat because let's not forget 2020 and this case you took you 2016 and then majority decision out of 9 justices no 5 agreed with the NDC 4 agreed with the MPP on most of the issues. So it was even a closer election petition than 2020. But Akufo-Addo that speech now on my put him in a certain light. That was what Bawumia sought to do. And for me, it was a good thing. Bawumia kasa wari wakra and just as a parliamentary seat be chinyaba asalaga ja okofi. There be a fact is that the MPP failed the election as woman we. The arrogance in the binono, omono feel as woman win election we be say. And the name of broma no, almost taking it for granted. So for me, that is the issue. So it's not about someone being bold or someone being coward. It's leadership. It's leadership. That's my view. You may disagree. It's in a comment section. The next video, no, I have a video where I can't be tagging me. Gentlemen, I'm refinity. And I'm here to throw Facebook post. Then one of my friends told me in the channel the beautiful video. You have a Trump dollars kaka. And I'm so okay. Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia says, "Say nanka wonya on contesting the next MPP presidential race no. Didn't na no so on contesting them come on the President Akufo-Addo kodi ya na nkrofo bo na enkomo ben tie ni."
Before Okwe report no buy, me kan kire Nana Akufo-Addo na ye wo meeting mo enye me ne no nkwa me ne no nkrofo bi ena ye meeting ena ye di nkomo ye say we ewo ho boku wo ho yesi wo ye Muslim ene we nim nyina na ye di nkomo hwe reasons are ena me kan kire Nana Akufo-Addo say papa me de ye nhwemu a Okwe report ye eba ena omuka say Dr. Bawumia we ye kramoni nti anase mampusi kusa sinti na ye ulusi abano medie me be step it down me nkopio sana me kan kire me papa Nana Akufo-Addo me ka say because me pese me mfa me interest ahead of the party's interest must always be ahead of me. Intina me kan kire say because of the party I will sacrifice any ambition if me kwa ye be lusi. But Okwe report ne baye, Ashanti report ne baye, Conrad Adenauer Foundation report ne baye, ni nyina by the same conclusion. Religion, tribe was not a factor in the 2024 election.
Yes. So that was Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia na miniho. But you see, he made reference to 3 research articles. And on this matter, I may sound repetitive for one argument, I may be. But many Okwe report, no, I'm one of the few journalists that, despite them be before Pemas, no mulusu yene de. Then the squawk could say, parliamentary candidate or Mampong, the former communication director for the MPP in Ashanti region, Okushia me be no mama hard copy of the Ashanti regional version of why MPP lost. No? That report was done by Chairman Sabunsi and a year report. No? Now, the reason someone do see any of the Bawumia say, based on the 3 research, no, there's nothing about religion, there's nothing about faith, there's nothing about Kusati Mamprusi, Entina Orban. What does the report say? Come one, Okwe de mini, but at least MPP the enemy wo. Or say MPP Ashanti the enemy wo. And he said it or say, my main kind of executive summary man, executive summary mostly na your report about 300 pages are. Executive summary no 1 page and I said a summary of all what the 300 pages are to be far no kanya na Thomas and then my can report and so it's like a teaser or a brief analysis of the entire report, you know. So that will capture the key reasons why the MPP in Ashanti region believed the MPP lost the election. You know. What did they say? Or say, and we have studied on 47 countries in Libya, and this is what they found. Or say, the research reviewed the following as major causes. See, major causes. The delegate system of selecting party leaders. It's in the minds of the Ashanti region MPP delegates report now. But I'm referencing in the video. No? Delegate system, not the main issue. Major. 2. Or say, area, electoral area, okay, I know you're including your delegate system. 1, or say, the general economic hardships in the country during the period under review, the perception of corruption tag, the leadership style of President Akufo-Addo, which people perceived as single-minded and intransigent, because the kufa the tintin tirintia ahani free ba in transigent yes sanity. Okay, yam kozo say the perception that the government was controlled by the family of President Akufo-Addo, the perception that the president single-handedly controlled the party, the perception that candidate Bawumia was a shadow of the president, the perception that he was involved in the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict, ineffective operational coordination on the election day, the perception that President Akufo-Addo's government neglected Ashanti in the development of infrastructure, especially roads. The perception that there was a disconnect between the regional party and the constituency party. The acrimony within the regional party. The conflict in the constituency party which brought down 2020 constituency primaries at all levels. 90. The major reason is not almost 30 and Bawumia wom. So it is not accurate, entirely accurate for Dr. Bawumia to say report na ammo Mamprusi Muslimi any faith so enya entirely accurate. Or say the research revealed the following as major causes. 1. The current delegate system of the MPP. 2. The general economic hardship in the country. 3. The perception of corruption. 4. The leadership of President Akufo-Addo, which people perceive as single-minded. 5. Akufo-Addo government in the control party, the perception that the Akufo-Addo was intransigent. And also then 7. The perception that candidate Mahamudu Bawumia was a shadow of the president. 8. The perception that he was involved in the Mampusi-Kusasi conflict. So even in Ashanti region, which is the bedrock of the party, delegates who were supposed to go to the homes and convince people, some believed as part of the key recommendations about executive summary, and Makato idea about executive summary, man, say yes significant, Omo laboring and the West say major no, Mampusi Kusasi in sense bi. Almost say perceive say Bawumia eka ho. So if I say that it's not entirely accurate, this is my source. 3. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia can say religion. In this report, it is true. There was no mention of religion. So he is right on that. But I've always argued, say, the MPP should be able to occasion a proper reach. I don't know whether they've done it. I don't know the okay report touch on because I've not seen it. What I have is what I approved. But what can you for barometer? What to influence voter choice in 2025? 12% said religion, 11% said faith. You cannot discount it. You cannot discount it. People voted in 2024 with religion and ethnicity at the back of their mind. I'm not saying because I'm a Muslim, I have nothing against Muslims and anything. This is data. That's why I'm not conjecture. We projected data in another one. One can say, I'm so there's some people who voted based on that. So yes, he's right. Ashanti original report in him, okay, in him, other report in I don't have a copy. Kusasi man pusi the Ashanti in him. I'm not seeing the two other reports. Faith in Sumama Afro barometer, and I believe they need to test it. Nyamaka two in no. Meaning so views on it. But subscribe mama kane. Now you actually keep on notification. The video be to my shape. Now just comment in the comment section. I love to read them. Let's keep it decorous. I think you know those. Let's keep it decorous. From Eugene 82. Now sana me kono ko App Store on pan rate. App Store on Play Store pan rate or download down for send discover Ghana. And no and a bebo. Me young Ghana so here. Bye bye.